Hey guys, give me a second while I shut up my chat bot, okay? Alright, give me a minute. You. Alright. Good. Bot's working. Okay. Alright. So, this video is about, hi, welcome to the channel. Let me just start out with that. Legend of All Gamers. It's sort of a apology and also a, let's just say, it's an apology and a, oh wait, hold on, I don't think you guys can even hear me. There we go. Alright, now you guys can hear me. So, that's Legend of All Gamers. There's a lot of things I noticed you guys are seeing. You've been seeing a little bit different things on how I do things. Between the PS4 and the capture card and all that sort of stuff. There's a lot of things that are happening with the channel. A lot of it had to do with, as you all know, Zombie Fan left. And a lot between me and the kids and everybody else and my family, I had to put a lot of it on hold. And a lot of it also became because I didn't have the editing skills nor the tools or the money to edit. So lately I've just been live streaming. And I know that took away a lot from the recording. Because to me it was simpler. I mean, I could edit some of the videos myself. I just couldn't afford to keep paying it. And it was just wound up being a big thing. So, with that being said, the channel's not going nowhere. There's a few things that I need to do. I wanted to make, me and Zombie Fan's goal was to make this channel a actual business. That being said, this is a channel that would become a business and have a building. And our goal was to have a place where we had devs up top building, becoming a game studio, development studio. And then we would have editors, and then we would have editors for the YouTube channel. We would not quit the YouTube channel. Actually, the thing is, the YouTube channel would be actually what's paying for the devs until the devs start making games that actually pay them back. But this channel would be so big before I even make that move that would go on. So this is like the ultimate plan for the game of Legend of All Gamers. The game itself, the name of Legend of All Gamers is going to be like a sort of like an LLC corporation kind of thing. There will be devs, and there will be a editing department for my YouTube videos. On the second floor. And then I think the next floor would have my studio itself, where I'm going to be streaming, or I have other streamers' faces here with this channel. This is something I pitched to my wife so she can own it. It's something I wanted to do, and I'm not going to be the owner at all. I'm just going to be an employee. But this is so I can do what I enjoy. And I enjoy playing games. I enjoy doing this, and so that's fun. And it's something that we love doing and working doing, but we also needed to make sure that it would pay my house bills, and that I would, if Susan were to quit the other jobs to run this channel, she wouldn't have to work again. So that was another thing. It's not about that. I know a lot of people think like, okay, well, Mike, I know a lot of people think, well, you're just doing this for money. I'm like, no, not really. I do it because I love to, and the money is great if I can get there. But if I don't have the money to support my family, I can't. You know, if I don't have a thing lined up for my kids or things like that, I can't keep doing what I love. I mean, I'm just gonna have to quit it cold turkey, and I don't want that. So, um, when me and Esteban came up with this thing and asked Susan to be the owner of the channel, it was because me and Esteban, or I mean, even Zombie Fan, my bad. Some of you know him as Esteban, but yeah, me and Zombie Fan, agreed what we were going to do with it, and if I ever were to take it over, to make sure that we agreed to keep doing it for that reason, that this would be a actual gaming studio, development studio. We would have a place for our merch to where we can create our own merch, have our own online site, and send it out to you guys a lot faster, a lot easier, and not have to include shipping cost or whatever. We would fart the bill for all shippings. And it's just because we just don't want you guys being caught with the shipping. But there would be a area for strictly for the creators, so we can create our own logos and have all that. A lot of the logos that you have here right now, we don't know if they're trademark available. So what I've done, and some of the changes that we've done, is I've been working with a content creator. He's kind of new to the content creating for YouTube, and without being said, I'm not putting his name out there. I'm not going to do anything unless he sees it, but you will see his name eventually on his work. I have an editor who's going to make sure that the channel is completely ran properly, and make sure that we abide by the policies and that there's nothing here to demonetize me. That also can make it a little bit more funner for you guys, a little bit more interactive, and that I can speak to your needs a little bit more, and what you want from this channel, and get those feedbacks back. So this is part of the video where this is part of the reason why I did this video, so that I get you guys feedback back, see how you guys feel about this. The goal is that goal. I mean, whether you subscribe or not, continue to subscribe, that is our goal. Because we wanted to create a place where I can create games and open up jobs for people. And this was done before even COVID hit. This was the plan before COVID hit. The real reason why he's not here is COVID hit his dad really hard. And his mom and his dad couldn't afford to work anymore, so he had to find another job that was too much time away from here, and it's really, really bad. When he struggles with some of the things that he struggled with naturally, it really, really bad, and he misses you guys a lot. But that being said, because the way we did the logos and things like that for this channel, we don't know if they're trademarkable. So, or they would pass to be approved for being trademarkable and things like that. So now, we're going to change the logos. We're going to improve one of the logos. We're not going to get rid of it completely, but we're kind of like rebranding the channel. It is going to be the same name. That will never change. That name is there. If he ever comes back, he's welcome back no matter what. He'll be a co-owner like we planned him to be. He'll be a co-owner with my wife, and or my girlfriend. But yeah, I wouldn't have anything to do with the money. The money goes strictly to her and the kids and back into the business. That's pretty much what it is. It's paying for the devs, and I can get some editors, pay for them. And then the goal was, because we kind of got inspired by Linus Tech Tips. If you don't know who he is, he started out really small for like gaming parts, or not gaming parts, computer parts, and then eventually he grew out so well that he wound up getting a big huge area where he can just build PCs and then, you know, test builds and do all these things. And then he finally had editor rooms. He had rooms for his main office and supplies. So this was all done out there and whatever. But over here, it's a little different. I have to have certain things done before that. So, and so did he probably. But it was, I needed to find someone I could trust to fill in the shoes for Zombie. and that would make me feel comfortable, that I could trust with my name, my logo, and all the work he's put into it. Um, girls, sorry, my kids. Girls, quiet. Thank you. Um, this is the hardest thing I ever had to do, and to asking my wife to be the owner of a channel, which she never planned to be, is a lot. Or she's not really my wife. I will be hopefully married to her one day, but yeah. Um, but asking her to do everything I need to do, uh, it's been the hardest thing to do. You guys know her, Susan. She's awesome. Uh, this is a video about what we're going to come from and what we're going to be. I'm excited. I've seen what this guy can do, and we're already working in hands. I also have a tech guy to upgrade my computer. The problem with that is the reason why you guys been getting such crappy video. The minute I used this capture card, I didn't have the right CPU or the right hard graphics card in here, and so things have been kind of tough. Also, because of the whole, that's the one's gone, the streaming idea and everything, we really didn't have the necessary knowledge to separate our streams. We didn't really know how to do all the stuff that people normally do, where they separate the mics and all this so we can get better sound quality. Now that we're getting into that, we have that. Also, I just signed up for a real affiliate. It's called Tubudy. If you guys don't know about them, I will send my link below. I will put the link in below in the description. But it's a tool buddy that what they do is amazing. It's works kind of like with Stream. It's kind of like with they work with YouTube. Kind of like how Social Blade works, and they have memberships. Now, the more you pay, the more perks you get. But some of the things you get for free just for installing it is like they check for COPPA, they check for demonetization, they check for anything before you even launch your video. You can run a scan on it, and they will tell you if it's okay to post or not, before YouTube just comes in and just swipes you out and you lose so much money. And then you spend 6 months to 3 months to try to get that thing back up and hope that you generate that same amount of money. It puts a lot of things. They give you tools for keywords. They give you to make your titles better. They give you tools for your tags to make them better. They give you thumbnail tools where you can create your own thumbnails if you don't have an editor like me. Fortunately, my editor will be doing thumbnails, but he'll be doing, I can keep track of what feedback you guys give me. So if you guys like a certain thumbnail, then I would know, and then we can go like a certain style of it, I would know, and then we can go back and start making those kind of style phone numbers and keep them going. So you guys get what you guys like, because at the end of the day, the channel was about how, as we, as a gaming community, as a gamers, me and him, what we thought of the games for you guys, to show you that there's no, we're not being paid, we're not going to be paid by anybody who would determine our opinion on the game. If we didn't like it, great. If you guys like it, great. We're just honest opinion, what we think based on our experiences. And that's what we wanted. We wanted a real heartful gaming channel that would focus on those key points and show you guys the cool stuff that's coming out. Keep you informed with news. Now, there's a few things in the work. It's going to be Sunday News Day or something like that. I don't know what it's going to call. I had a name for it and I didn't write it down. But starting in December, my goal is by then I'll have a DBA. With that being said, at that moment, logos, by December, we're hoping that logos change. Things like that. So it's trademarkable. So we can sell our shirts and stuff like that and do it that way. We'll make it easy for you guys to do. I'll have a website up that you guys can actually go to, and the link to the website, that will be our own website. We'll be paying for our own website. We're not going to go through somebody else. And then anything goes through it, I'll just ship it straight from my P.O. box address or whatever I need to do. You know, that's how that will go. We'll have a way for you guys to send fan mail in or fan things. If you guys want to write letters to the channel, let us know what you would like to see, things like that. We would be happy to hear your thoughts. We want to hear from you because we want to know that we're reaching out to you. We want to know that we're reaching out and meeting what you guys want to see, at the same time want to know, and at the same time want to feel. We know that we're not a big YouTube channel. We understand that, but we want to give you quality content, quality attention, and quality customer service as a channel. And that's what we're trying to do. Ideas for what you guys want to see in the store, what kind of merch you guys would like to wear or have, because there's so many ideas. And with that being said, there's a lot that I don't want to just randomly pick without going through you guys. At the same time, it's got to meet our budget needs as well. But there will be, you'll start to see an ad for Tubudy, and I just didn't want to upload it random one day and you guys didn't know about it. I wanted you guys to be aware that you will be seeing an ad in there. Now, it's not an ad from Google AdSense. It's an ad me talking over. It's going to take a couple tries, but I'm going to start putting it in my videos for about a minute. If you skip through it, great. If you want to just follow my link, that's fine too. It helps the channel. Disclaimer, I would be being paid at least 30 to 50% or whatever the cost is if you guys sign up for that thing, based on how many people have signed up in that month, and it's recurring. So this would actually allow me to raise money for the channel, and you guys get a good service that if you're starting your YouTube channel, regardless if it's a gaming channel or anything else, it has the tools to help you. Like, they give you a free class to teach you how to grow your channel if they need to. Like, they give you a one-on-one consultation, and they give you that consultation one-on-one through, I think they do it through Skype or something like that. They Skype you and they take a look at your channel. They already know all your analytics. They're going to tell you exactly what you need to change. And, you know, they are going to know more a bit because they keep in tabs with what YouTube goes on every day. They are literally on the network every day watching what YouTube does, what they don't do, and watching everything. It's amazing what you can do. They do for you. And, you know, for a smaller channel like me, I think there's coupons. If you have like less than 1,000 subscribers, they're going to tell you, hey, you know, we'll give you a discount on this pro membership or whatever, which is pretty cool. So they're there to help you. They're not getting nothing but just helping you. And the more you pay for their services, that's all they get out of it. It's amazing, and they're very generous about what they do. But yes, you know, so the point is that we will be doing that. Now, I want to make it very clear that you don't, just by installing it, you raise my chances of me getting paid more. But I don't get paid unless someone actually buys the product. So if 250 people install it, I get the 50%. But if none of those 250 people actually paid for the services every month, I don't get nothing every month. So that's the kicker right there. So eventually, what they see it as is that the more out of those 250 people, they expect that you eventually have, they'll eventually have these videos. Now, our videos may change timings. I'll still be doing live streams for the gaming if you guys like that. I'll still be doing, but my videos will be a little bit more different. You're going to see a little bit more animation. Hopefully, we're going to get into that a little bit. We're going to see better audio, better sound quality, better graphics. As I said, I'm waiting on waiting on a reply back. I have a graphics card and a CPU being watched right now for auction, and seeing if it's going to work out. So yeah, a lot of it was I've got a capture card, and mine here. This is the great card. This is what you need to have going forward. I wouldn't go with anything less. If you guys are streaming, I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not paid by them. I'm going to make this pretty clear. The reason why, look at what my videos did when I tried to even get 4K out of this, and I didn't have the proper tools. It's going to make you go out and get the right stuff at a budget price, because it's going to be a budget build, obviously, PC. A budget build PC for 2020. And it's going to be like you only need a I think it's an i7 6th generation CPU, and you only need a GeForce GTX 10 series or better. And that, guys, that with that you're already going to get 4K. You're at least going to get 100 frames per. You're at least going to get like at least a couple frames per second, like 100 frames per second to 150 playing Fortnite. So if you guys are Fortnite streamers and your moms or your kids and your budgets are broke, whatever, whoever it is, this is a good card to have if you're trying to get your 4K quality. So that way you can just upscale later and it won't be so much upscaling. I mean, you're not going to capture the greatest, but they can always, editors, or they always have tools that can give you that to upscale it and embed it and make it a little bit more better quality video. That I just wanted to say that's the real reason why I'm having a lot of audio and a lot of issues with the CPU and all that. Other things too is that I'm looking into more audio gear and things like that I'm going to invest in myself, but this is all, and I'm also hiring a tech person, and thank you for him. He's covering me a little bit to help me out, and this guy too. We've done a lot of little stuff that we're just thinking of, and for the price that he's offering, it works, and he's willing to work, and he's willing to get money out of it too. So yes, he will have. I think we're talking about putting his link at the end of the below, in the videos at the end screen, just so that way you guys know who he is, because he's just starting to. And if you guys like his content, if you may want to hire him too. He's willing to do that. So, but the goal is, and let me get back to the ultimate goal. The goal was to have a room for devs and for development for a studio, a whole dedicated floor to that. Or a whole nother part of the building that's dedicated to that. Another part was going to be dedicated for insurance. Merch and stuff like that. Our own merch. The other thing would have been for editing and a studio for me to stream in, whether it's gaming or doing news or whatever needs to be in front of the camera for YouTube. YouTube will still be in there. And we'll be able to give you the latest updates on our devs, what games we're doing, and where we're at. We want to work with, obviously, Android, Sony, and, hopefully Nintendo and Microsoft and Apple and all that. So we don't want to be tied to one studio or one company. So that will be done. But we will also have offices for lawyers, too. So that will be there 24/7, making sure everything's right. This is a big project. This is one of my dreams that I kind of see myself and Susan retiring with eventually in later on in years. That could still keep going, and either my kids take it over and put their minds to it, or I have other faces to come out and still be running the stream until my kids die, pretty much. As long as there's gaming out, I mean, there's going to be a channel. And I wanted to make sure that you guys felt a very lengthy video. Now, the other reason why I said this is apologies because lately in the past we have promised to get merch out. We have promised to set up Patreon. We have promised to do all these things. The fact is that my friend, Zombie Friend, is an editor. We didn't have all those resources that this editor does. And so now he does. It will be done properly, and we'll be able to make those adjustments. And because now I have Tubudy, I can then open up those parts of my slots to do that. I wanted to make sure that you guys felt like you guys were being treated fairly, and we wanted to say sorry, and truly sorry, for the fact that the stream hasn't given its content and promises like it said it would. And whatever you guys feel, I would love to know what you guys feel for that. But you can always comment below. We answer comments daily, so if I see a response, I'll respond or something. But yeah, this channel is very going somewhere. Hopefully, getting better content. Things like that will be updated. So I'll have a dedicated weekly news channel, weekly thing. We're thinking about doing some podcasts as well with the editor, and then some other cool things are going to happen with the editor too. He's not just going to be editing; he's going to be in the games, playing with us or things like that. Little tournaments, little challenges. More, I'll be able to give out more giveaways and promises. Um, and I'll be able to give up updates more easier due to the fact that my girl just is about. I'm not gonna put it on here because I don't want it to be on here, but when the time comes, she'll tell you. Uh, there's a lot that my girl is sacrificing for this channel. She's willing to work at a store she doesn't like. She's willing to work at, a business she doesn't like just to make sure the channel succeeds, as well as put food on the kid for the kids. That's the other thing too. But a lot of it is um, things like that. So this is all about you guys, and it's about what she's willing to be sacrificing, what she's sacrificing here. We want to see it actually achieve. And so we're in the right state, the right place to do this, and it's very simple. So as of probably next few weeks, you'll see that will actually be official name. Legend of All Gamers will be official business name. And then later on, when we start adding some things in there, we'll be able to add those things in and make sure that we have all the right pieces. We thank you guys so much for all your support that has happened, that you guys are still sticking by, even though the videos haven't been that great. We're gonna get me a actual camera too, so in case events like what happened with them, I'll be able to pull up better quality content. I'll be able to stream a little bit better with what's going on, record a little bit. We're gonna see a lot more recording videos than streaming videos, and then we're gonna be on a tighter schedule. So you guys are gonna actually have an upload schedule. I'm gonna be talking to my editor about when I should upload it, what time, and by that way, so he works with that. And because of that, my channel should be cleaned up. We're gonna go through the channel and have Tubudy kind of go through it all and look for anything that would need to be taken off the channel, and maybe suggestions to clean it up as well. And they do that. They make sure everything meets with the child requirements. You'll know exactly if it meets their child requirement policies and YouTube policies. I don't know this for sure, and that's why I'm saying this, and I want to make this clear. I don't know if it's going to run for copyright. And I think if that's the case, you need to find another way of doing that. I wouldn't rely on TubeBuddy for that, because I don't know for fact true or not, but it may be true. But yes, they actually do help. So they've been helping me a little bit, and I've been able to see my channel grow a little bit by just adding the right titles or them giving me my tag suggestions. And you're gonna get the basics when you first install it. It's free, and that's great. But if you really want your channel to grow, they give you more resources if you pay. I mean, for like $4 a month or $9 a month, that's nothing. Dude, pay that $10. If you have less than 1,000 subscribers, they'll make you. I think if you're less than 1,000 subscribers, they'll charge you like $4 a month for most of their stuff. And that's what you need. I mean, honestly, it's amazing. And Social Blade does help too. It gives you more analytics, but eventually you go in there and you'll see the ad. You'll start to see what I'm talking about in person. But I wanted to let you know that if you guys felt any at ease about this, it's like, don't be, because all this money is going back into the channel to grow this business. It's going back into the channel to grow this business. This channel is going to make a business, and this is what's going to keep me going for years, because I can't just do channels based on games and not have some other revenue source to keep it going, or something that's related to that to keep it going. Having those devs and having those, building those games, that's what's going to keep me having content. And so I had to think about the future as well. And when you plan any business, or when you plan to make this official business and make it grow, right now in 2020, it works. You know, you can do gaming channels and it makes you a little bit of money. Great. What makes it better is when you actually have your own other parts of the sections of the companies that still is your company, but you also have different chapters of it that actually pour into your content and make your content better and actually give you more content when you have no content. Because if you're waiting around for devs or you know, studios to come out with announcements when you could already have the announcement, that's what I'm saying. And it will also promote my games obviously too as well. So it gives me a 1-1, and no matter if this channel doesn't, the YouTube part just starts crashing down one day, then which could happen. We know we still have the devs and we still have all those things to keep you guys going, and just not have to quit the channel because we can pull from those resources if we have to. So this is all about you guys. We want to. I've always thought about making games. I'm not great at coding. I'm not great at any of that stuff, but I know what I like. I'm a gamer. I know I would like to see, and what most of you guys like to see, and we'll hear from that. And it'd be cool to hear from the community what kind of games you like to see that actually be a studio that makes games based on the community's wants, not based on what they want as a studio. And that's the thing I wanted to do, is that I can create a gaming, because we always have studios that sometimes they listen, sometimes they don't. And I understand that that's a business decision. Sometimes if they see there's no money in it, how can we sell it? But if we can do it and maybe do a free game out of it, then great. You know what I mean? And it's still something you guys wanted. And if we do it as, you know, you guys pay us, you know, a certain amount, and it's cheaper than your normal game, then great. We'll do that too, depending on what, you know, what we have to do it. You know, but we want to make everything about Legend of All Gamers, about legends of all gamers, and legends of people who game and have legends of it, and we want to make it about all gamers, and that's what you guys are. You're all gamers. And we want to make it about you and things like that. So just know when you're putting this in head, and I'll come live when we celebrate, when we become an actual official business, but and that's going to happen within a few weeks or so. So don't, you know, as long as the paperwork goes through. But other than that, it's just paperwork. After the paperwork goes through, we'll become legit. But we're gonna make. We want you guys to know that anything you donate to that link, whether it's my Streamlabs link, that my Ultimate Crazy Gamer bot is giving out to you guys, it goes right back into whatever we need to do for the channel and to make the content better, to pay my devs, to pay my creator, to pay my things, so that way you guys can continue to get the good stuff. Luckily, I'm working with some cool people, but I can't always do, you know, the less I don't have, the less I can give them. So just know that, you know, the more we grow as a community, the more this channel grows as a community, the more I can give you guys. And that's the whole reason here. It's because I don't make a lot. When I started this channel, I knew that I would have to rely on some outside resource, and thank God for an affiliate link that I was able to find that didn't require me to have 25 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers. Every affiliate link you go look to now, you don't have to. And being affiliated with Tubudy, and the fact that I love them, and I think a lot of YouTubers love them, they are amazing, and they are completely amazing, and completely generous for what they're doing right now, because this channel would not probably make it any longer if I didn't have it. So that being said, that's the reason why I got to keep this going. I mean, it almost cost me $2,000 to upgrade my computer just to get to where I needed to be, and it was going to be pointless. I said, you know what? No. Let's just, right now we found some cheaper parts. We found a cheaper way to get in the parts that we need that makes the quality the same, And thank God for me to have those connections right now for this channel, because otherwise I would just be really down. So I couldn't give you the 4K that you guys want, and that would hurt me, because you guys look for quality. So and you also look for character, and we plan on being more fun on the channel. We plan on having more fun. We had a lot of fun, and we still do. So, you know, I plan on talking more in the videos. I plan on making it more about you guys, and the live videos, I want them to be when I go live, you guys interact with me, so that way you guys can feel like you're having fun with me as well. You know, that's the kind of channel we want to have. We want to have fun, and we just want to do this out of fun. And at the same time, though, it costs me money to stream. Believe it or not, it just does. That's because it costs me internet bills. It costs me electricity bills to keep running this computer. It costs me games to keep coming up with. It costs me consoles to keep coming up with content. It costs me, you know, better hardware for my PC. That just happens. It costs me certain things that I need to make my stream better. Certain in-thing stuff that's not always just free. And you can tell me, well, I'm not no Lions Tech, or I'm not no, you know, crazy Ultimate Gamer, or any of those. Those guys already make so much money that they're really, it's paying for itself. That's my point. And they all started somewhere. But if I want to specialize in better editing and him to fix my thing, then I need more. So those guys had art for editing, and they are just really good at it. I'm decent, but I'm not that decent enough to say, hey, I'm ready for the big launch of the PS5. Here I go. And that's one of the biggest reasons, because when I did the PS5, I wanted to give you guys your promise that I put two consoles side by side and really test the graphics on those things. Well, I can't do that if I don't have the parts. Luckily, I'll have the parts within a few weeks. Hopefully, we're looking at that. But other than that, it's whatever. So, other than that, that'll be a good thing. Other than that, it's waiting for, you know, more revenue from the channel. And I had to do that before I got monetized, because I looked at my monetization. My monetization is up in January. So, and I've only gotten 200 watch hours, 2,000 watch hours. So, not even 2,000 watch hours. I only got 200 watch hours. And there's no way I mean, it would take a miracle to get me up there. And that would be a lot. But I could do it, and I'm doing it. But I would, as I said, I need to have better thumbnails. I need to have better titles for you guys. I need to make you guys want to click and watch longer than 2 minutes or longer than that. And that's really the point of being. I want to make better content. I always did. Me and Zombie Fan always want to make better content. It was never about not making good quality videos. We always wanted to make the best quality videos for you guys. We always wanted to make this thing. It's just that because of everything that happened when we started this channel, COVID hit hard. It took away my wife's job, which was paying way more than what she's been paying now. It took away her second job, which then was paying double than what she's being paid now. And it caused her to lose completely everything, almost. So, and then we had to move, and between all that, was I ever going to hook up my PC again? Because couldn't handle it. And in that time, everything had switched, and the PS5 got announced, and bam, my PC wasn't ready. And that is my fault. But, and it's not your guys' fault, but here it is, and here's the real reason. We wanted to be completely honest with you guys, and I'll confirm that yes, running a channel right now, as a small channel, I know some of the big channels are taking some hits too, but for someone like me, I have to rely on outside money or my own, and if I want to keep going, I'm going to have to rely on outside money, and that's the reason why we've done the ads. And I didn't want to do it because we're hoping that you guys do it. We want to know if you guys really like the channel, you support it. I mean, and I'm pretty sure you will. But we also have to give you guys back what you guys want. And that's why there will be your own merch. You don't have to go through other website that has to worry about things, and I have to call them if I'm going through my own website and my own delivery service. So if something doesn't get delivered, it's straight to me. You get a hold of me, and I will fix it. That will be it. That will be completely done, um, and it will be 100% refundable if we can't fix it. Um, so don't sweat. It will be secure. We'll make sure we have everything in order for the website and for you guys to buy what you guys want to buy when you go to merch. Cards will be safe. Your credit will be safe. We'll make sure all that will be done. All of that stuff is getting done. It's just going to take some time to get the legal work. But you guys will be seeing some cool merch. And we're hoping that you guys like the new logos and the new intros. And the new trailers and the new things. There will be a trailer announcing the Sunday thing sometimes up, I think, next month or so. But we will get that going, and then I pay whatever. So I'll pay him later, and he will do all that. So we're just getting everything going, and then once things going, we'll start making money, and that will be it. I can pay him more, and he can then make more videos. So, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. You'll see a little character of me. I think I talked to him about doing that. Eventually you'll see it. I don't know when. You'll see a little bit more people coming over and playing the games and streams in person, which is what we like. When I do live or whatever, you'll see a lot more tournaments and stuff like that between each other, competition stuff, things like that. Who's the best this? Who's the best that? Stuff that you guys been wanting to see a lot. And then also you'll be able to see, I'll be able to get a better camera and get you guys a better look at my unboxing videos. I'll be able to put a table up, a little screen, and then show you guys exactly what we're unboxing. We'll do fan mail events. So we'll read your fan mail on the screen if you want to. Of course, with your permission. If you don't want to, just write it in the letter. We'll say, please, write it on top of the letter or whatever. Please don't, and we'll read it separately. But, yeah, we'll be able to help a lot of people. And that's what this channel was built for. Because eventually when we get that big, we wanted to actually do, fundraisers for homeless and stuff like that. Or we would actually invest in food one day and all the staff come out and give out food for them. And things like that. Because I did work with ministry for a very, very long time. I did work with an actual ministry that went out and did this for years. We built, I don't know, a center for people to come in and get jobs and actually computers and clothes every day. Like they come in every day, get food, get everything else. I mean, be us about places for them to live and get them on the right government resources that they deserve to be on, and get them back on track and change a lot of people's lives. So that's what this business is going to go to, doing that, because that is my calling. No matter if I'm doing this business or not, this business, I want it to be to help the community and help the community around us. And with everything going on right now, that's more than everything. Right now, I just ran into a lady who's like, what? She has like 8 kids, and she's barely just got hired as a cashier at like Whataburger. And that's sad to have 8 kids, and the government's been taking this long. That's just not okay. And luckily she has support, but I got 2, so I can imagine. But that's the things we want to change. We want to be able to put money back into families and change their lives, and that would help. When the business starts making so much money, I can then turn around and do that. If it means I buy somebody a house, I buy somebody a house. If it means I buy them a car, I buy them a car. If it means I get a homeless man off the streets, that's what I do. It's where that money is going to go to, and there'll be fundraisers for that, and there'll be money generated for that just alone. That'll be a whole nother savings from the business that is going to go into that. And it's not because I want tax write-off. It's because I've been doing that for years. When I was in ministry, we built 22 apartments for, I think, women and children who needed a second place to stay where it was safe from being abused or things like that. We are from saving them from being homeless. We've also took in ex-cons that were wanting a second chance in life, and that did, really the government just shuts them down every time they walk through the door. And we get them back in life, and they get their back in life back. And I guarantee those ministry that I worked with, now if you look at them now, I did this when I was like 20. Now I'm like almost 30 years old. I'm 33 years old, almost 40. About more years, and I'll be 40. The way this thing is going, shit, I'll be 34 next year, I think. In the beginning of next year. So I mean, as fast as these years are going by, man, I'm not getting any younger. But there will be those goals that I have for the channel, and that will be it. Those people that did all that went through all that program and stuff, now they got kids, they got a house together, they're away from the court systems, they never have to go back, they're living good lives. And there's some that didn't make it. That's normal. That happens. That's reality. But there are some that, majority of them that we did help, did it. And it's because we went beyond and beyond, and we offered them, we literally got them places to stay. We literally didn't just put them into a program where they had to stay at a safe house. We literally created our own and said, you know what, come on, live it. And sometimes we'd have to front the bill for them to live in there, and that would be it. But they learned to change their lives through ministering to others and their stories, and they were able to change and see the good in it. And that's what it was, and that's what I want this company to be a part of, is the community as well, and to you guys. So there is going to be a lot going on, but it has to start somewhere, and it starts today. It starts here. It's been starting. So I'm grateful that Tubudy is going to be working with me. I got the program link, and I'm too grateful that they're willing to help me. Even though I don't have 1,000 subscribers or 2,000 subscribers, you know, all those other ones are great, but you have to meet so many requirements. And for someone who's just starting out on YouTube right now, that's just not going to happen. You can barely get views right now, even if you have great content, because you're overshadowed. So having those tools where they tell you exactly if it's getting good competition, if it's getting better, it will show you. I'll show you it later. But yeah, there will be a whole, when you see the ad, you'll see it, and you'll see, I'll show you each part of what it does. And it would be a pretty cool thing. Maybe I might just do a whole video on them, and you guys can watch it in a separate video. Also, I can put it in my videos below too. But I can actually make a video that actually introduces you to it and shows you what it actually is, more depth. But yes, I'll be making like a minute video, you guys. It's only a minute, but know that it's for a good cause, and it's for making this channel become what it is. And it will be what it is because of you guys. It won't be what it is because of me. It won't be because it is because of us, a zombie fan. It won't just because of me. It'll be because you guys created it that way. And so when you guys give that back, and we start giving back those cars to those communities, it's because you guys made that happen, and you'll feel happy about yourselves. Because you'll understand that even though you didn't be the one to purchase everything, you were the one that did a small part into making the channel grow big enough to make that happen. So thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for everything you guys done. And I know this was a long, lengthy video. And this will go on Tubudy unedited. I'm not going to edit this video at all, because I want it to be so raw and let you guys know this is a real thing. I didn't script this. I didn't try to script this. I wasn't going to script this. This is exactly how I feel. And I'm pretty sure this is how effectively Susan feels, and so does Zombie Fan feel. So thank you guys so much. And we hope to see more of you guys. And we hope that you guys will like the new stuff. And if you guys want to see changes or any changes or suggestions, please comment those below. We would love to hear from you guys and your support. Thank you.